Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Sammie, and this is another episode of Sewing with Sammie, where we test out patterns and see if we like them and see if we can do them. I know that I can do this one, and I like it because I've already made one before, but today we're going to make a tote bag or a little purse, whatever you want to call it, and it was by making your own. I purchased the pattern off of Etsy. I'll attach it right here as well. And she does have a YouTube tutorial on it. The main language isn't English, but there is English subtitles, so it's still pretty easy to follow along. But I have a bag right here that I wanted to show you because this is kind of what it's going to look like, just a different color. Just a simple tote bag. And yeah, let's get into it, I guess. Bye. Sometimes I genuinely wonder whose idea it was to give me scissors, especially electric ones nonetheless, and then I remember I'm a full-grown adult and I should be able to use scissors without getting hurt, but no, I can't, because the amount of times I've almost given myself a cheap manicure today is crazy. But that's fine, we're fine, I'm fine, we're having fun, and that's all that matters. We're cutting the pattern, and instead of doing 2 big squares of the same fabric, I decided to do 4 each. So I just spent an hour ironing. And I go to watch the footage back. I didn't press start. So, I just ironed the straps. I guess I'll insert a clip of me pretending to do it right here. It was started like this. I folded it in half and ironed it. I then folded the edges into the center and folded it. And if you watched my pencil case video, I did the same thing with those straps on that. And then I folded it in and ironed it on top like this. Moving on to the inside pocket, we are cutting our excess fabric off of the zipper, pinning it in place to the top and the bottom pieces, checking our seam allowance where that metal clasp ends on the zipper, making sure we have 1 centimeter. Then we're going to go over it with a straight stitch. Once we're done that, we go back over with an overlock just to cover those raw edges, make it a little bit cleaner. Then we'll flip the pouch pocket right side out and top stitch over top of it. Once we're finished this piece, we're going to grab that skinny top piece and do the exact same thing. Then move on to the back of the inside pocket and attach that as well. Finishing the inside pocket off, we're going to grab our front and our back fabric pieces, pinning them in place. So the front is going to be the zipper, and then the back, obviously, the extra piece that we have, and straight stitching across 3 edges, leaving the top open, going back over it with the overlock, and then top stitching. So basically the same thing we did with the zipper. Setting our pocket aside, we're now going to work on our 2 main pieces, the front and the back of the bag. So what I did was attached all 4 of those squares together. I straight stitched, overlocked, and then top stitched. Same thing as we've been doing. So we're just connecting them and making the front and the back. And then we will move on to our next step. So you're probably thinking, whoa, where did this green fabric come from? Yeah, I last minute decided I wanted a liner on the inside of the bag just to make it a little bit thicker. And yeah, I cut 2 of the main front and back pieces in the green fabric, pinned them to the outside, like the squares that we just sewed, and then pinned all 4 of those pieces right side together, straight stitched it, and overlocked it. So here's another part that I forgot to record. I added metal clasps to the top of the bag, and I'm not on top of my game because not only did I forget to record this part, I also forgot the backing of the metal clasps to make them sturdier. So they work, they're just not perfect, and that's my bad. But yeah, we added that, folded it over so that the raw edges are hidden, and now we're just top stitching over that, and we're also adding our inside pocket. Working on our front pocket now. I'm just getting that center logo centered and even right in the middle. Gotta make sure it looks good, right? So we're just doing that, and then we're gonna straight stitch across the edges. It is an iron-on patch, so I do iron it eventually, but I just wanted to stitch it on to give it extra security, make sure it doesn't come off. And then we're going to overlock the top of the pocket, just to clean up those raw edges. When we finish our overlock, we're going to fold it over 2 centimeters to the inside, just to kind of hide that stitch and make it look clean and finished. And then we're just going to straight stitch across that. So once we finish that, we're gonna add it to our bag, put it right in the middle, straight stitch across the bottom just to hold it in place while we work on our straps. So we already folded and ironed our straps. Now we're just top stitching both the long ends of the strap, and then we're gonna add it to the rest of the bag. Now that we've pinned the straps into place, we're just going to straight stitch along the edges where we had just top stitched. We're going over that exact line on the bag itself and then stopping at the top. Same thing on each side, and we're doing this on the front and the back of the bag. Our last and final step is to attach the bottom to the rest of the bag, and as you can see, the bottom is rectangular whereas the bag is circular. So this part is a pain in the bum. It is super hard and frustrating, but we do it. All we're gonna do is straight stitch across the edges and then go back over it with the overlock, and then we're gonna have ourselves a new bag. That is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, turn those post notifications on, and comment down below what you want to see next. Maybe I'll be able to make it, maybe I won't, who knows? But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!